happen. Hello, everybody. Okay, so now it is 6.
The temptation of Jesus, listen.
I just had to refresh. That's what happens. Okay, give me a second, you guys. Let's see. I guess it would be good if I had my glasses on. Let's see here. Hello, hello. Let's see if this actually works. We can actually get TikTok to go live. Let's see. Open it up. Yes. Okay. Let's see, you guys. Let's see if I can do it. Allow me to do it. So, okay, you guys, this is me messing around with TikTok and seeing if it actually worked for me on my other computer. So if it does, great. If not, we're just gonna move it right along because we have things to talk about today. We got stuff to talk about today. Actually, I'm gonna turn something off. Okay, and let's see. All right, so you guys, we're gonna wait. We're gonna see if actually TikTok actually pops on. If it doesn't, then no harm, no foul, because we have this recording that we're doing on Instagram. And again, hello, Melanin Monarchy citizens. This is your Queen Monique here with day 3 of 7 days of Depeche Mode live. Now, I want to remind you guys the reason why I am doing 7 days of Depeche Mode live is to get you hyped, get you geeked for the Depeche Mode convention that is happening this coming Sunday, December 15th, 6 p.m. at the Avalon in North Hollywood. It's still time to get tickets. So that's the main reason why I'm doing it, but also to have a conversation, to talk about Depeche Mode, to talk all things Depeche Mode. You guys know that I love to talk about Depeche Mode. I could talk about Depeche Mode all day. I literally have to stop myself at the 30-minute mark to stop talking about Depeche Mode because I absolutely love talking about it. So as I'm flamming with TikTok and see if the studio will actually allow me in. Let's see. It says I have it, but I don't see it. I'm probably gonna have to get a professional to help me actually get this stuff going. Okay, the answer is yes. Oh, you know what? It's already installed, right? Okay. Okay, give me a moment, you guys, real quick. Sorry. I'm going to log in here. It would actually let me in. See if it'll work. See if it'll actually log in. Okay, so we're talking about me talking about Depeche Mode all the time. And so funny is that I was telling one of my womb fruit, that I love to talk about Depeche Mode all the time. And she was like, "You're not all there." She was like, you're touched. There's something wrong. And I'm like, what? Me? Touched? No way. Okay. Oh, that may be why. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go. It's asking me to log in. Then it's not accepting my login. What's going on there? Okay, so let's see if it'll actually like let me in. Little pig, let me in. Okay, so again, so we're here doing these 7 days of Depeche Mode live. Okay. Gosh, I'm just gonna take a guess. Let's see if that works. And also to get us talking about the things that we love to talk about as far as Depeche Mode is concerned, and we really don't ever get to talk about. We talk a lot about the music, and you may talk about certain things here and there sometimes, but not all the time do we get a chance to talk about Depeche Mode. So okay. Okay, it's not doing it for me, you guys. All right, so we'll deal with that. We'll deal with all the TikTokity stuff later because it's not popping on. So, okay, so hi, baby girl. Thank you so much for coming in and supporting me. I know you have a lot to do anyway, and I appreciate it. I was trying to get my TikTok going on at the same time. Okay, so Depeche Mode. We're here for 7 days to talk about Depeche Mode and to get you guys primed for the convention that is happening this Sunday. So I want to again recap of who's going to be there. You know, Richard Blade is going to be hosting, as he has been doing for the past couple of years. We also have the DJs going. We have Alex Transistor, we have Stephen Wayne, we have Larry G, we have Lovely from Las Vegas, we have a DJ Jedi, we have Protocol, and we have my girl Dark Crystal spinning as always. You guys, they're gonna blow you away. It's gonna be fantabulous. And then we also have Jay Tendo doing karaoke. I keep telling you guys, I keep warning you guys about this karaoke. You're not listening to me. I keep telling you that karaoke sign up fills up fast. You have to be on the sign-up sheet in order to do karaoke. Otherwise, you're not doing karaoke. You can be off in the corner and do your own karaoke. That's me. I'm in the corner doing my own karaoke. But if you don't get there and do that sign up for the karaoke, you just, what do they say? SOL. You just not gonna get on it. Now, I definitely say go up and support people that are, because I think they do win. Like, it's an audience participation. If you're sitting there and you're watching people participate in the karaoke, that you get to also judge who was the better one in karaoke, if Jay is going to be doing that at this time. And then we also have devotional, the Depeche Mode Experience. I love those guys. I try to see them. You know what? I love it. It was like before COVID. I saw them down here in San Diego at some little bar place in San Diego, not the Casbah. It was another place in San Diego. And it was my first time hearing devotional sing, or Freddie sing, Get the Balance Right. And I thought I love his Get the Balance Right. I always tell him every time. I think he actually plays it because I always tell him how much I love it. I love his Get the Balance Right. So you guys, let him know, let the band know he has a great bunch of guys that are with him, and also gals that support him as well. Let them know, what songs you liked, what songs maybe he didn't get a chance to sing, and, the songs that you would like to sing. He knows he got to play Get the Balance Right. If he's not doing Get the Balance Right, then I'm going to put him in the headlock. Have Christina, we're going to be tag team, just tag teaming them. So make sure you're there to see the live acts that are going to be there, the contests that are going to be there. They have a lot of giveaways for you guys, and also the merch. Don't forget that Chaos Records this year is going to have the Depeche Mode Convention 2024 t-shirts. So there are going to be a bunch of different types of merchants there, vendors there, but they're also going to have the convention t-shirts again this year. So make sure that you guys are looking out for that too, because I have a feeling that that's going to sell out fast as well. So be there, be square. Now, when you get there and if you see a long line, don't fret. It really does go fast. It's just going to be wrapped around, I think that's Vine. It's just going to be wrapped around the corner. But trust me, you're going to get in and it's going to be great. And when you do get there, remember I gave you guys some tips the first day, day one on Sunday. Be kind, be courteous. That's number one. Be kind, be courteous. Okay? We're too old to be doing foolishness stuff. Now, you guys, I also want to say that I, your queen, will be there. I will be up in the balcony on the other side of the karaoke, up in the balcony, and I will be interviewing you. I want to talk to devotees. I want to talk to seasoned convention goers. I want to talk to first time convention goers. I want to get your story. I want to get your testimony. I want to hear how you feel about Depeche Mode. I want to hear all the good, bad, and the ugly of what you have to say about Depeche Mode. Now, if you come up to me and you want to talk about somebody else, if you want to sit up there and you want to talk about The Cure, you want to talk about the Smiths, I'm going to throw you over the balcony. I'm just going to be like, this is not what we're here for. I get it. Wait until their conventions. Right now, we're at the Depeche Mode convention, so I want to hear about Dave, Martin, Fletch, Peter Gordino, Christian Iger, Vince, Alan Watt. I want to hear about all the things. You can even talk about producers. You can talk about side acts. You can talk about solo stuff. You can talk about all kinds of things that you want to, as long as it's centered around why we are there, and that's to have fun and enjoy the music and enjoy our favorite band. Because realistically, if you're there, if you're going to come out on a Sunday night, knowing that your behind may have work the next day, or you got to take kids to school, or you have something else to do. And plus, we just older like that. We don't like to get up. We don't like to stay. First of all, when the sun goes down, and it's been going down early, you guys here in Southern California, the sun has been going down at like 4:40, 4:30, 4:40. Sun goes down. We get into bed, bra off, socks, everything off. We don't want to go anywhere. So if you're actually getting up to go, the least you could do is have fun. The least you could do is just come up and talk to me and just tell me, how what was your first experience with Depeche Mode, who introduced you to it, just the concerts that you've been to. Maybe you've never, ever been to a Depeche Mode concert. Believe it or not, I have met people that have never been to a concert. They have never, ever. Concerts are just not their thing. And then they just when it's not on their radar, right? It's not on their radar. So they have not actually enjoyed it. You have people from different countries that are now here in the States and they just missed them, or maybe they hadn't seen them since they were younger. So I want to hear all these stories. You know, you don't even have to have a story. You could just come up to me and just be like, Monique, you're so beautiful. Thank you for loving Depeche Mode. You could just say that, and you know. But if for the first 5 people that do come up and they do talk to me, and here's another thing. Last year, there was a couple, beautiful couple. I was asking them if they wanted to talk and be interviewed, and they said they hadn't gotten a drink yet. I'm like, why do you need liquid courage? Why do you need to have a drink to talk about something that you already love? If you already love it, it's no thing to just talk about it. But maybe they were just shining me off. Maybe they were just like, we don't want to talk. We're just making excuses. I accept that. But hey, just be real. Just be like, look, you a little loud. You were a little, you up in my face. I'm going to need you to take 10 steps back and, because I'm trying to do other things and you in my face. Hey, if you want to say that, that's fine. Hi, Bear. How are you, darling? So for the first 5 people, I am going to have a giveaway. This is you can't see it. You guys see my little Melanin Monarchy logo? Can you see it right there? Can you see my little logo? I've been trying to do this for so long, you guys. I'm new to trying to get merch going. So I have my little Melanin Monarchy clear bag. So these are the concert bags. And this is also going to be your merch bag for all the merch that you get when you win your posters, when you win your shirts, when you buy your earrings, when you do all that other kind of good stuff. And you just want to have a clear bag to carry it around. And also you can use it for your concerts. You guys know how I'm always trying to encourage you to go to concerts, go to live events, see people, especially these legacy bands, and see them. I am going to be up in the balcony at around 6-ish, because it opens at 6. So I'm going to wait until people start pouring in, and then I'm going to go live. And then you guys, whoever the first 5 people that come up to me, you are going to get free merch. Somebody else is giving out free merch is my girl Peach. I posted it on all of my social media. I posted it on Instagram. I posted it on TikTok. I posted it on my personal Facebook. I posted it on Melanin Monarchy Facebook, what she's giving away, and they are beautiful. So for the first 101, I got it wrong yesterday, but today I got it right. 101 guests at the convention that goes up to Peach and sees her. She is going to give you one of these things that she made. Now, let me tell you something. To make these things, if you've seen those photos, it takes a labor of love. It's a labor of love. It's because she loves you. This is why she's doing it, is because she loves you. So she's going to give out to the first 101 guests at the convention these neat little Depeche Mode roses that she has made for this particular convention. And y'all, if I see that rose or if I see her stuff on the ground or laying around, I'm going to find you. I'm going to find you. This is what you get the bags for. And they're giving out bags too when you get your merch. You can put it someplace. You guys, keep them, because it takes a lot to make them. And I'm pretty sure they're going to go like that. It's going to be 1,000-some people in there, you guys, on Sunday. They're going to go like that. And you're going to wish that you would have gotten one. Or if you did get one and you left it around and somebody just picked it up. See, if you would have come and talked to me, you would have had a bag and would have been able to put it in, and so she's going to be doing that. So make sure you guys find Peach, find her, and if she'll let you know if you're in that 101. Actually, if they're all gone, then that's how you're going to know. That's how you're going to know that you just, but you can also, she's so sweet. I'm telling you guys, I've met so many wonderful, nice people. Everybody just does it because they love devotees and they love the band. So if you really want one, she'll make you one, and next time you see her, she'll give it to you. So that's what's going on at the convention this Sunday, Avalon, 6 p.m., December 15th, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, you guys, so yesterday I did a poll, and so I was going to talk about the poll that I did on Sunday. But I'm going to switch it around. I'm going to talk about yesterday's poll. So just to remind you, I did a question. I posted it also. And I said, the question was, which Depeche Mode tour was better? Which Depeche Depeche Mode tour was better. And the criteria was you had to look at, the aesthetics. You had to look at the sound. You had to think about the temperature, the connectivity. I mean, that's my criteria, but you can have your own criteria. Your criteria, I wrote it down somewhere. I have like all these papers, you guys, all these notes and everything else. The theme of it, the graphics, it could have been just the people that you were with. Maybe it was your first one, maybe whatever the case may be. But you had to, I prefer that you had to have been to more than one tour. It's not you watching 101 on a video or watching One Night in Paris or watching one from 1983, them on stage 1993. That doesn't count. You have to have been there in person. You had to have felt it, experienced it, did the heat wave, all that good stuff to be able to ascertain which Depeche Mode tour was better. So I'm going to read off some of the responses that I got. And Bear, my darling, said, this is a trick question. He was straight up like, I know I could see Bear's face. He was like, this is a trick question. Why are you even asking this? So that was Bear. Bear was like, this is a trick question. And then this was Jules on Instagram. Jules said, I've seen every tour since Violator. I'm going to go with Devotional Tour and then Memento Mori. Because she said she was, well, Jules, if it's, I'm believing this girl. I was fourth row on the catwalk and then surreal. That's what Jules says, surreal. So remember what I was saying the other day about the type of people that actually goes to the Depeche Mode conventions that I've noticed? You may have noticed something different, but what I've noticed, one of the people, some of the, looky-loos, people who like to take photos, people who just like to sit down and just, actually watch everything. And then there are the flexers. I think Jules is one of them flexers. Because if you listen, I've seen every tour since Violator. Listen, I'm going to go with Devotional. And then Memento Mori, right? Because I was in the fourth row on the catwalk. We're proud. We love that you, I was like, let me see some pictures. I want to see some pictures. You on that catwalk, you can't tell me you weren't taking any pictures of Dave's crotch because he was holding it quite often. And I think he does it when his wife is not on tour with him. When she's on tour, he behaves himself. When she's at the show, if she's actually there at the show, he behaves himself for the most part. But when she ain't there, then that's when Dave he get a little free. He gets a little free. So that was Jules. And then Justin on Facebook said, I only saw them a few times from the late 90s onwards, but from what I've seen, heard online, A Broken Frame or Black Celebration tours are the ones I've enjoyed the most. Now, my question to Justin is, darling, did you actually go to these concerts, these tours, or you saw them online? Because I'm a little bit confused. Did you see them online? Or did you actually experience it? Because we don't care about what other people think. This is what you believe. You were there. If you were at the Broken Frame or the Black Celebration, which is back in the 80s, you were at one of those tours and you were like hyped, that was your thing. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Thank you, Justin. Thank you for participating in the poll. And then Gabriel said Songs of Faith and Devotion. On Facebook, I believe. Songs of Faith and Devotion. Flat out. Songs of Faith. He didn't even have to think. Gabriel didn't even have to think. He was just like, it's Songs of Faith and Devotion. I ain't even playing with nobody. It's Songs of Faith and Devotion. And you know what, you guys, actually, I don't like to tell people, but that was my first tour with Songs of Faith and Devotion. And that was because, see, you guys, I grew up in Detroit. My brother went away to school. I didn't have anybody to go with. And I just felt like I needed, and I said, forget this, bump this with Songs of the Devotional Tour. That's what it was, a Devotional Tour. I said, I'm going, and I went by myself. I went all the way to Canada to get my ticket because it was Canada and Detroit, and they were selling tickets in Canada first before they sell. I went all the way to a record store in Canada, you guys, by myself to get a ticket. I believe it was at Pineapple, Coble Hall, it was someplace, but yeah. So I hear you, Gabriel. I hear you. Now, my sweetheart, Flo, you guys, Florencia, here's something about Florencia. She is actually like a Depeche Mode connoisseur. She has so much Depeche Mode knowledge, just stored of their videos, music videos, just different things about. Homie does her research, and she is one of the funnest people that I like to see dance. Flo's whole family is just amazing, right? Just amazing. But this is what Flo said. She says, there is no better. Talking about tours, which tour was better? She says, there is no better. All had their beauty, exclamation point. I loved all of them, exclamation point, fire emoji. And I agree with Flo. I 100% agree. There's really no better. It was a trick question. Bear was right. It was a trick question because, all of them are great. Anytime that you actually get to see Depeche Mode live, anytime that you've ever gotten a chance to see Depeche Mode live was a treat. And it's a wonderful thing. It's actually, not to be on that idolatry mode, but it is rather life-changing because the fans are just so amazing. They are just so amazing. You may, have a couple of fans here and there who are kind of, they get on your nerves that are actually there, but I haven't heard anybody regret going to a Depeche Mode show. I've never heard anybody say that they ever regret going to a Depeche Mode show. So it's all worth it. You guys, I want to thank everybody who participated in that poll. I did want to go back to my Sunday's question because I just, thought about some interesting things here on my notes. And okay, so let me remind you what Sunday's question was. Sunday's question basically was like, would Depeche Mode had survived after Vince's departure if Alan had not come into the band? So if Alan had not come into the band, would Depeche Mode had survived after Speak and Spell or after A Broken Frame? Because those were their first two albums. Would they have survived? And Prancy on YouTube, Prancy227, that was the YouTube handle that they said. This is what Prancy said. Alan's contributions are undeniable, and he is an amazing producer and musician for sure. Because Alan was the one that was classically trained. None of the boys were at that time were professionally trained. They didn't go to school. Martin didn't, Fletch didn't, maybe Vince did, I'm not sure, but they were all in high school together, junior high school together. Ellie, if you're seeing this, Ellie went to Basildon, and she's actually toured, where they live, their school, their church, all that different type of stuff. So they were kids. They were really kids. And I think Alan was the only adult when he came in, and he had some training. He had, he actually took some classes and things like that. So this is why Prancy is saying amazing producer, musician for sure. And then Prancy goes further and says, but I definitely disagree with most Depeche Mode fans who think that Depeche Mode isn't as good without him. And that's Alan, who think that Depeche Mode isn't as good without him. Depeche Mode is Martin and Dave. Full stop. That's what Prancy said. Depeche Mode is Martin and Dave. Full stop. Recoil, for you guys who don't know, Recoil was a solo thing that Alan Wilder did after he left Depeche Mode. Recoil also shows that Alan was nothing without working on Martin's songs. Ouch! Whoa! He just came bold. Hey, look, this is a conversation that I love to have. I love to have these type of conversations not because it's contentious, and you have it's no shade on Alan fans. It really isn't. This is just a personal opinion, and it needs to be discussed because Prancy has a point. It's like when Alan didn't have Martin's songs to work on, what did he have? Y'all, what did he have? I mean, it was just, okay, so here's my take on it. It was a perfect explosion together. So all of the guys, all of their contributions, Fletch, Martin, Dave, all of them brought something, and of course Alan brought something, and it just made it beautiful. Them all working together created a synergy that was just non-stoppable. It was non-stoppable. you can't deny it. You can't deny that these guys actually getting together. Now, do we love the stuff that Depeche Mode has done after Alan's departure? Absolutely. Some of our favorite songs have come from those albums, have come from Exciter, have come from Playing the Angel. I know for me, Sounds of the Universe. Some of our favorite songs, and they're not done yet. But again, Alan, yeah, because Depeche Mode is surviving, right? They are surviving. So would they have survived? It seems like, yeah. Now, here's another take on it. I'm asking that question because you also have to remember how old they were at that time. So they were, you know, when we're talking about when Alan actually entered the band, how old they were. They hadn't did they do America yet? I think maybe they did do a couple of shows in America. But they were very green, very unsure of themselves. You can tell just by listening to A Broken Frame, listen to A Broken Frame, listen to how Dave sounds on Speak and Spell, then listen to how he sounds on A Broken Frame, and then listen to how he sounds on Construction Time Again. So you see on their first one, like Dark Crystal says, you know, you got boy band, more poppy, you know, songs that they had going on, even a song that Fletch and Martin say they hate, you know, they can't stand and they won't play it. One song on Speak and Spell. But then listen to A Broken Frame, and you see that it sounds like almost kind of, this is just my ear, it sounds like Dave is drowned out more by music and synthesizer than actually letting his voice flow. And you guys know that Dave has an amazing, beautiful, absolutely beautiful voice. So if you listen to those three albums, Speak and Spell, listen to Dave's voice, Speak and Spell, then listen to A Broken Frame, and then listen to Construction Time Again, you could see that this word I'm looking for, you guys, it's the elevation of, it's not even elevation, I just say it's more confidence. There's definitely more confidence. Did Alan Wilder add to that confidence? For sure. For sure. Absolutely. Nobody's denying that. Nobody is ever going to deny Alan Wilder his work. Of course, it's our dream that, here's my dream. Okay, you guys know that Depeche Mode was awarded their Hollywood star. So they were awarded their Hollywood star. Oscar! Thank you, Oscar! They were awarded their Hollywood star. And it looks like the ceremony is going to be next year. We don't know when the ceremony is going to be because there's a lot that goes into it. Don't even ask. But the ceremony is going to happen next year in 2025. Here's what I would like to have happen. This is what I would like to see, especially since Fletch is no longer with us. I would like to see at that ceremony, Vince, Martin, Dave, Alan, Christian, and Peter. I would like to see all of those gentlemen at the ceremony there. I think this sounds a little bit entitled and kind of invasive, but I think the fans deserve that. I think the fans deserve, especially you guys, since hey, that their Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that was stolen from us. I know COVID happened. It was 2020. They were awarded then, but we didn't get to. I was ready to go to Ohio. I was ready to go there. Tons of us were ready to go to see them perform at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to get their award, and it didn't happen, right? So they did everything on Zoom. So it was Fletch, it was Martin, it was Dave, or was it Fletch, Dave, Martin? Fletch, Dave, Martin, over Zoom, and they were accepting their award from their own private residence for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and we never got that. We never got that. The fans never got to enjoy that. They never got to see that. Dang on, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame didn't even do a redo. They didn't even, not that I heard of, you guys have to tell me. They didn't even go, okay, you guys, well, 2020 was COVID, and so we had to cancel everything. The whole world was shut down, so we're going to redo it, and we're just going to combine 2020 and 2021, and we're just going to have like a 5-hour or whatever Rock and Roll. No, they didn't do that. You guys, did you guys hear any talk of them doing that? So we had that stolen from us. We had that whole celebration stolen from us. So I think for next year, for 2025, I think it's only, it's right that we would have to see all of the guys who participated, because they all deserve it. The star is for all of them. It's not just for one person. And even Fletcher's wife, if she wants to be there instead of him, to be there to stand for him, I would love to see her as well be there. So you got Vince, you have Martin, you have Dave, you have Alan, you have Christian, you have Peter, and you have Griney. I believe that's how you pronounce her name, Griney. So that's what I would like to see for this. Okay, so my next poll, I actually didn't write it down. But I'm gonna make it up on the fly. I am going to say for you guys, for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, for the Hollywood Star. What would you like to see? Does it matter to you if all of them are there, or is it okay if you only get to see Dave and Martin, participate in their ceremony and then their family? So you guys let me know what you would like to see, who you would like to see at that ceremony next year. It should be next year, 2025, if everything goes okay with them and the board and all that stuff that deals with the Hollywood Star. If that's something, you guys, that you would actually like to see, how would you like for that whole ceremony for the Hollywood Star to go down? All right, you guys, it is past 6:30 p.m. I am going to be, again, you guys let me know if this time works for you. If it doesn't work for you, you like for me to do it earlier, I ain't doing it later. But if you like for me to do it a little bit earlier, I'm flexible. We can definitely do this a little earlier. I just thought, 6 o'clock, everybody's home in Southern California. For all my devotees that are in Great Britain, that are in West Africa, that are in Australia, that are in on the East Coast, that's on Central Time, Mountain Time. I'm glad that you guys get to see this. And if you're seeing this on the replay, once I post this on social media, if you are seeing this, you guys can always respond. You can always let me know what you're thinking. You can always let me know what kind of things do you want to cover during the next 4 days, because we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, what things would you like for me to talk about? Because I ain't scared. I'll talk about anything. I ain't scared. Okay, so like I said, I ain't scared. So you guys let me know what you like to hear and what you like to talk about for this. All right, you guys, this is the end of this live, day 3. I will see you tomorrow at day 4, and pray that I get other social medias going as well, that I get myself together. All right, everyone, toodle pip. I will see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel.